Hello YouTube, JMO back with you guys today for a little portfolio update. It is Wednesday, January 15th today. And as you can see, the market was definitely liking the CPI report that came out today that shows that inflation appears to be slowing down. And with that news, looks like we had a lot of investor confidence on the buyer side today. Portfolio up a nice 4% today. Because it had been just getting hammered lately. We're now in the positive over the past week, but as you can see over the last month, it is still down 12.29%, 3 months down 9%, and all time in the portfolio, we now are at a 9.1% in the red, although a lot of this is unrealized gains as you see in my individual holdings, stocks, and ETFs. We are still positive in 6 of the 7 total stocks and ETFs that we invest into. So let's get into the profile. So still have the Dogecoin. We did get a little bit of free Dogecoin on the first from Robinhood. So we have 289.59 Dogecoin, a value of $108, up 4.15% on the Dogecoin. We have our tiny holding of Bitcoin, which, as you can see, has rallied quite well. It was at 98,000 this morning, so it's gone up $2,300 today, up 2.4%. Our 0.001 Bitcoin is worth $100.56. We are up 0.59% on the Bitcoin holding. The Shiba is just the tiny small amount that's still in there. I don't even think it has a 1 cent value, so that is just going to sit there until final days probably of the portfolio. So we'll see whatever happens with that one. Then we have Apple. We added a little bit to earlier this week. We bought the small little dip. We're now up to 3.4 shares, $812 market value, up 1.92% total on the Apple. And this is one that, as I've said before, going to continue to just dollar cost average into this one over the term of the portfolio. And just being a person that uses Apple products, it's one of the Mag 7. It was just one of the holdings that I wanted to have personal bit of. And as an Apple shareholder, I actually got to vote on some of the upcoming stuff today. We got an email through Robinhood. As a shareholder, you are eligible to vote, so cast my vote for the little session that they had earlier today. Next, we have SoFi. SoFi, again, was getting pushed down pretty hard. We have now, I added to this one as well, so we have 41 shares of this SoFi now at $635.95. We are up 12.48% on SoFi. Their earnings come out on January 27th, which is expected to be their first full 1 year of 2024, full 4 quarters of profitability. So it'll be 5 total quarters in a row of profitability, but this will be the first time for a whole fiscal year that they had 4 quarters of profitability. So just saw some analysts coming out with some higher ratings today. I believe we saw an $18, a $19 after that one guy a couple weeks ago dropped it down to $8, which just seemed silly as it just didn't have any merit at all. So very bullish on SoFi. After the earnings, I think we're going to see a nice little run. And this is one that we're going to continue to add to throughout the time as we're getting in. Still kind of early, pretty low price. And hopefully this is one that's going to grow a lot for me over the term of the portfolio. Next, we have the SCHG Schwab US Large Cap Growth ETF. This is the ETF fund that covers the Dow Jones 750 of the largest U.S. companies. We have 19.5 shares of this now, $551 market value, up only at 1.15%. But as you can see, this thing typically just goes on the up and up, 135% over the past 5 years. So this is just a good growth ETF that we're going to keep adding to and going to be a major percentage of our portfolio. Next, we have the IBIT, which is the Bitcoin ETF from iShares. We do have the 3.12 shares at $177 market value are up 1.38%. And this is one that I just, before I even bought any Bitcoin, I wanted some exposure to it, so I bought the ETF. This will be one that I probably want to keep at about this 5% portfolio size, maybe even drop it down to about 3%. I'm currently working on adding SCHG and SCHD for the most part to my portfolio. So as you can see, SCHD, the dividend equity ETF from Charles Schwab. We have the 19.1 shares, $531 market value, $6.40 gain for a 1.22% gain overall. Also one that just continues to not only give you the nice dividend yield, but even has a great growth rate of 43% in the past 5 years. So this was my getting into the dividend side of things, and we're going to continue to grow this one so we can get some of that passive income in our retirement years. And then Palantir is actually the only one where I'm in the red overall, minus 6.77%. So like I was saying, even though my portfolio is down overall, that is because all the unrealized gains that I had previously got throughout the portfolio in early December and then in early January, they basically were all just wiped out. But still, the amount of money that I've put in compared to the amount of money gained or lost, I'm still on the positive side as far as money that I've actually gained on the money that I've put in. So sometimes you got to kind of take a bigger step out to look at your portfolio, because when you see this number right here of down almost $313, you would be saying to yourself, well, is this worth it? Why? I mean, I'm not going to keep putting money in if I'm going to keep losing money. But again, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So you got to look bigger picture. In time, I'm sure I'll see all of these losses gained and then some many times over. So I'm not too worried about it. Again, like I said, I have the Palantir. I have the 3 shares. My average cost is $73.31. It's currently trading at $68.30. So we are in the red a little bit on this one, but this is another one of those AI stocks that I believe is going to be big time going into the future with a lot of the AI exposure. It has government contracts, and I just believe it's going to be a good company. So that's why I'm in on that one. So that is the crypto and the stocks and ETFs. We also have the Roth IRA, which is doing pretty well. It is up 2.5% almost all time. So this is one that I add about $40 a week to currently. And this is one that in the next 4 or 5 years, I will be making sure that I max it out every year. And so the contributions are just set to automatic. And then I do get the 1% match being a gold member with Robinhood on that one. So just wanted to give a little portfolio update. It's nice to see some green. There's been a lot of red lately. Market's been really volatile. And that's what happens sometimes in the stock market. Never goes just straight up to the right. Sometimes it drops down a little bit, but stay the course, stay consistent, and invest in high quality stocks and companies, and you will see a return on your money as long as you're in the game for long enough. So just wanted to give a quick update today. Hope everybody's having a great week, and we'll see you next time.